Welcome back, cocksuckers, to another podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Joe Biden and the mole people, Obama warming, Trump is having an affair with a famous celebrity, and Abraham Lincoln is alive, and he has a cure for cancer.
So, Joe Biden, you know him, yeah?
Yeah.
That old bloke.
Yeah.
So, White House, he lives there, yeah? With his family, whatever, I don't know who he has a wife, I think. The vents, the vents in there, they're connected to the walls, obviously. He's got, like, in the floor, venting,
Yeah, ventilations.
And everyone fucking knows he's old, probably has dementia, he's going fucking insane, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't have dementia. He fucking doesn't. He is being controlled by mole people and their chemicals.
Oh.
So, in the walls,
Yeah.
connected to these vents, the fucking mole people. And these mole people, they want to take over the White House. Obviously. Who wouldn't? So, they've given these little respirator things that go inside your esophagus.
Yep.
Like in your throat, to all the people that work at the White House. Like his family and anyone that works there. And they've got these respirators put in their throats so they can't be affected by these chemicals. Obviously. Like, that makes sense. And these chemicals are affecting Joe Biden in a way that's kind of making him deteriorate a lot faster than he should.
Yep.
And that means that, like, the mole people will be able to take over soon because he'll be so confused that when he sees the mole people walking through the halls, he'll just think that's just another bloke. Like, he'll just, hey.
Oh, yeah?
So, like, the mole people, they've started their plan, man.
I heard that Joe Biden got a C-section.
The C-section theory, right.
Yeah.
So, the mole people are actually like, they're kind of like aliens. With like, how aliens like probe shit.
Yeah.
These mole people fucking love probing shit, man. They love probes.
They probed Joe Biden?
They probed Joe Biden and he got pregnant. And now Joe is a bit delirious.
Yeah.
Good old Joe.
I heard he got 2 C-sections actually this year.
2? I didn't know about the second one. You tell me about that second one.
Oh, that's second.
That second one, you explain that one to me. I've only heard the first one from the probing incident of the mole people.
I heard that at night time when he's asleep in his room, the mole people come into his...
They come into his room, yeah. This looks really emotional for you. You're struggling. So the mole people come into his room when he's sleeping, right?
I heard they like go under his bed sheets.
Under the sheets, right? Because they're very thin people. They're very thin. So they just slide right under.
And I heard they're always looking at Joe Biden when they're doing it. And you know, when Joe Biden goes to bed, it just like gets inside of him.
So, what you're saying is these really thin, like paper thin mole people, wait till Joe is asleep, Big Sleepy Joe, they wait till he's asleep, and they slide into his bed sheets.
Yep.
And then they start fucking.
Yep.
And then it just gets on Joe and he got a bit pregnant.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's fucking crazy, man. And they had to give him a C-section, obviously, because, you know.
Yeah, that's how
That's
the
how it works. Because the first one I heard is just they were probing him for experiments and shit while he was a bit out of it. He just thought it was like your normal checkout with the doctors. He just thought this is normal.
Yeah.
Like colonoscopy or something. So they probed him and he ended up accidentally getting pregnant because someone didn't sterilise the equipment since they last used it, so put him a bit pregnant. But, like, you know, I didn't know about that second one. What did they do with the babies? Like, what
I think they ate them.
they ate, like, the mole people or Joe?
The mole people.
The mole, okay.
Obviously, yeah.
Well, they could have fed it to Joe, actually.
Yeah, they could.
I reckon Joe might be a little bit of a cannibal. Because those mole people, those ones that he's given birth to via C-section, he doesn't remember this, by the way.
Yeah,
He's too fucking delirious from those chemicals that the mole people are putting into the walls. Obviously. And because they're half human, that means Joe Biden is a fucking cannibal.
That is true.
That's a new theory, everyone. Joe Biden's a fucking cannibal. Joe eats things. Just like Obama.
Yes, let's talk about Obama.
So, Obama warming.
Yes.
Explain that to me.
So, Obama has these mercenaries.
Right.
And he gets them to go to Antarctica and
very cold there.
steal the ice, put them in Safeway bags.
Safeway bags, obviously, like the freezer ones, you know,
Yeah,
ones that
yeah,
keep the shit cold.
yeah. And then he takes them back. They take them back to
Wherever he lives these days.
to Obama, and then he just eats the ice.
His dentist must fucking hate him. Like, well, because dentists, I heard they're very climate friendly.
Yeah,
Dentists,
yeah.
they really care about global warming and shit.
Yeah.
But, so they're obviously upset about all the ice disappearing. They think it's melting, but actually Obama's just been chewing on ice. So his dentist would also hate him because he's fucking up his teeth. He's getting older, man. Like, he can't risk those things. They're his adult teeth.
Apparently by next year, there's going to be no ice on Earth.
So by 2025, we're only a few months away from 2025 now.
Yeah.
We're in April. There's going to be no fucking ice. You know, it's all because of Obama.
Yep.
Does that mean he's going after, like, Iceland, Greenland, South Pole, North Pole, like, everywhere? Greenland, you know. Like, he's taking over everything.
Yeah.
How does no one, like, see, like, are these missionaries, like, have they got, like, new technology or something, like, that can camouflage them?
Maybe.
Is that new? Like,
They might have to.
Because how would people not see them?
Yeah, that is true.
Because, like, they'd be in big fucking equipment taking that ice, and
Yeah.
they've got a lot of bags.
Maybe they just got like a...
So that means
Camouflage.
Woolies in on this. That means
Yeah.
because how are they getting such a large amount of bags? So Woolies is actually cooperating with Joe Biden to steal the ice of the world. Not for Joe Biden, sorry, for Obama to eat. So that means that Woolies is actually on Obama's side of everything, even though he's not president anymore.
That's why Woolies get so much ice, you know? They get a cut.
Because Woolies always seems to have their freezers and stuff are always full. And, like, that explains why the Woolies ice cream and shit, when you look in the freezer's always fucking, like, iced in. Like, you have to, like, pickaxe it out.
Yeah.
It's because they're actually storing part of Obama's ice collection, not the drug, by the way, in their freezers.
Yeah.
And they're using it, like, they're using that as storage. Because no one's going to suspect anything. They're just going to think they have shitty freezers.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty insane.
Like, there's going to be no ice next year.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's fucking hell.
Did you hear about the thing with Trump?
His affair.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about that. Who's that with?
So Trump had an affair with Tom Holland.
With Tom Holland, the man married to Zendaya. Well, they could be only engaged. I'm not sure if they've actually had a wedding yet.
Yeah. It's kind of insane.
Does Zendaya know?
I think, yeah, one time it was all three of them.
All three. So they've had a threesome.
Yeah.
Of Trump, Tom Holland, and Zendaya.
Yeah.
But now it's just Trump and Tom Holland.
Yeah. They didn't like the women involved.
Oh, so Trump's gay.
Yeah.
Tom Holland is also gay. Right.
Yeah.
That's really weird. I've never thought those two would be a pairing with each other.
It's kind of insane.
So, that means... What has Zendaya been up to then? Because if she knows about this, why hasn't she divorced Tom Holland? Is it for the money, maybe?
Yeah, it could be for the money.
Because, like, I know she's popular and everything, but Tom Holland has, like, the whole Spider-Man shit going on. And,
yeah. He's
like, he's in that other movie as well. Like, can't remember the fucking name of it, but he was getting, like, fucking back shots in that bathroom. Like, he...
Oh, I heard about that.
I think I sent you a video of it, actually.
Yeah.
So, are they gonna, like, get public divorces? Like, is Trump still with fucking whatever his wife's name is? Starts with an M, I think.
I think they're getting a divorce, and Trump and Tom Holland are getting married.
So does that mean that Tom Holland's gonna be, if Trump wins the next election coming up, does that mean that if it's Trump 2024, does that mean that instead of, like, Trump's wife or something being, like, the vice, like the first lady, he's going to have a first man and it's going to be Tom?
Yeah.
So, do you reckon Tom's going to keep acting? Or is he going to quit if he's going to be
he might quit.
vice?
I think that's why, you know how Trump is all anti-LGBTQ?
Yeah, he's anti-everything and, like, you know,
he's just,
no vaccines. And
he's just covering his true self.
Yeah, because he's like, it's like how people say when a kid bullies someone, it's because they have issues going on at home.
Yeah.
Trump was bullying the LGBTQ community because he's actually gay.
Yeah,
but his wife and son aren't happy about it because, you know, it's an affair, obviously.
Yeah.
And he thinks that they just don't like the gay people, so he's trying to be nice to them. And he's gonna, like, he's just gonna try and hate gay people, even though he is the gay people.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, he's like a high school bully.
Yeah, that does make sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That would explain a lot about him.
Yeah,
He
it
seems
does
like a very
explain a
mentally
lot.
unwell man. He would also be pregnant. Trump would be pregnant. I remember hearing this. Trump's pregnant, and
Yeah.
that explains it. This a little bit off topic, but this reminded me. So Trump, everyone knows he's very orange,
Yeah.
and he has his fake tans going on
Yeah.
and all that. I heard that he's pregnant, but he's having one of those pregnancies where the baby sits kind of further back, so you can't see much of if you're not showing as much.
Yeah.
And he's pregnant, and he hasn't told anyone. I've got some insider information going. I've got reliable resources. And I've heard that the reason he gets the fake tan instead of going to a real tanning bed with the lights and everything, he gets a fake tan
Yeah.
because he needs to be safe for the baby, and the spray is a lot less harsh
Yeah.
than what it is for the baby, because he's pregnant. He's actually been pregnant for a very long time, but he's been hiding it. That's why he gets a fake tan. He's been getting fake tan his whole life. He's been pregnant for a very, very
that
long
makes
time.
Sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's been a very, very long pregnancy.
That makes sense.
So I also have this other thing that I think you might be interested in.
Yeah.
Right? I think I need to get your opinion on this. I've heard Abraham Lincoln, you know that guy? Big hat?
Yeah.
They have like a big memorial for him and all that
Yeah.
shit. I've heard that he is still alive. What do you think about this?
I don't know. He could be alive.
Like, I know that everyone's like, oh, he died so long ago. Like, oh, he's dead. How do we know?
I mean, he was at a theatre, so it could have been staged.
It could have been an actor.
Yeah.
Like, obviously.
Who says it was actually him as well?
Yeah, like, I reckon they faked it. And he is still alive these days.
Yeah. Stunt doubles are a thing.
Yeah, they have those.
Yeah.
They're easy enough to get. Like, you can go on, online and you can see, people that will pose as different celebrities and shit. And
Yeah.
a lot of Abraham Lincoln ones.
Yeah.
So they're probably in works with, the government and shit, and they're
Yeah.
probably hiding the real Abraham Lincoln, because he could just change how he looks too. Take off the hat, no one would know.
Yeah. And
No one would
shave.
know it's him.
Yeah.
Shave, put on a different hat, put on a beanie instead.
Yeah.
No one would suspect it.
Yeah.
What do you reckon he's been doing while alive? What could he have been up to?
I don't know. I heard that he was trying to make a cure for cancer.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how would he hide that though? Because the government wants to go after anyone that has a cure for cancer. How?
Do you know his big hat, right?
I am aware of his
Yeah.
very large hat. that he wears.
Apparently, it's hiding underneath his hat.
Under his hat.
Yeah.
So is it on a bit of paper or something? At least just the recipe written down.
Yeah, it must
And
be.
he just
a recipe.
just sticks it. Yeah, a recipe for the medicine.
Yeah.
Obviously. And he just goes, woof, puts it under his hat.
Yeah, I think that is true.
Because no one can really get his hat off. Because what I've heard, he's quite tall from what I've heard. So
Yeah.
no one could really reach up there and
I think he's glued his hat on his head, actually.
You reckon he would use super glue or that instant concrete stuff? Maybe?
I think he used flex tape.
Flex tape. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That shit can fix a boat, man.
Yeah.
I reckon that shit is probably something created by the government because
Yeah.
I don't think that they would let the public have access to something
So
like
powerful.
that.
Yeah.
The government has to have something going on, because how could they give access to something so extreme to just everyday public?
Yeah, that's
and
true.
For Abraham Lincoln, he's connected to the government, so
Yeah.
obviously that connects the flex tape that he's used to hold his hat down to hide his cancer medicine recipe under there.
Yeah. Hides it from everybody.
So that means that flex tape is part of the government,
Yeah.
and that means they are helping hide Abraham Lincoln, because they're obviously aware that.
So Joe Biden must be in this as well.
Yeah, but then you have to remember, Joe Biden's got the mole people going.
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't fucking remember. The mole people would know about this though. I wonder what the mole people want to actually do. Because they obviously try and take over the White House.
Yeah.
But what do they want to do to the White House? What do they want to do to the government?
Maybe they're just trying to take over.
Do they want to help the world, or...
Or be leaders.
Yeah, are they going to try and take over everything and hurt the humans and just have mole people, how they got Joe Biden pregnant twice? But they did eat the baby, so maybe they don't want more mole people. Maybe they just want to be like humans and lead the world like humans.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they wouldn't have eaten those 2 Joe Biden babies. They would have just left them.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, why would you eat them if you needed those babies? Because that's 2 free babies. Because Joe Biden wouldn't fucking remember that. With all those chemicals they're pumping into him, he wouldn't remember anything.
Yeah.
So, I wonder what they actually want from the world.
Yeah. I've got another theory.
Another theory, right?
I
Explain.
heard that, you know, chicken from KFC.
I do know chicken from KFC.
So I heard that the mole people clone Joe Biden's DNA to
Right.
make clones of him, and that's the KFC chicken that you eat.
That's the chicken.
Yeah.
Well, that would make a lot of sense because their chicken doesn't usually taste like chicken.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense because why else would they probe him? What would they get out of probing him?
Yeah.
They
that
just
is
want to
true.
clone him with his DNA because then they probe him. They're obviously like just taking like little like pinching off little bits of DNA.
Yeah.
So the mole people are connected to KFC.
Yeah.
So KFC knows about the mole people. So that means the mole people probably took over KFC already.
Yeah.
Right. And they're going to use, instead of chicken, they're using Joe Biden meat.
Yes. They're using his thighs and his calves. And
So are they cloning him and making him like little tiny versions of him? So that's why like the drumsticks are so small because it's like a little tiny. They're cloning little tiny Joe Bidens.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like making them like chicken sized.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they go to the chicken farms and they just slaughtered all the chickens, sent the meat. I don't know, the mole people probably ate it,
Yeah.
and then they just filled it with tiny Joe Bidens instead.
Yeah. I think that's what's happening.
That honestly, I could believe that theory.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, honestly, because their chicken doesn't usually taste like chicken.
Yeah, it doesn't.
This is insane, man.
It is. Anything else to talk about?
Oh, I don't really know. I can't really think of anything at the moment. Like, it's all very off topic. Today's more focused on this like our political standpoints and stuff. What we think about the government.
Yeah.
What we think's going on.
The next video or podcast might
sorry.
be very different to this one.
Yeah, it might. We'll have some different theories, not completely political based.
Yeah.
We'll broaden our topics to something that more people could enjoy because not everyone's into the political side of things.
Yeah.
That's just
And KFC and
KFC.
all
Yeah,
that.
lots of people aren't into KFC. A lot of people
Yeah.
don't like that place.
Yeah.
So like next time we might bring in some more topics that aren't strictly political and KFC based,
Yeah.
and less Joe Biden
Yeah. So
and pregnancy.
we might have to say goodbye to our cocksuckers.
Yeah, see ya, cocksuckers.
Cocksuckers, peace out.